together.
Yeah, good to see you.
Nice to see you. Well, hello. May I join you?
Yes, please, have a seat. Was dinner alone or yet another night of Chinese takeout?
Well, yeah, Trevor said they always work you doctors too hard over there.
Yes, the clinic does take a lot of time.
So, have you heard from him?
Who?
My brother. I know he made a lot of friends when he was hospital administrator. I thought maybe you'd heard from him.
Have you heard from him?
Well, just a postcard from Europe, you know, having a great time. Wish you were here.
Every time Frankie goes out to Chicago, we get at least 2 cards just like it.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
I understand.
I bet you do.
Well, have you eaten yet?
Angie, don't you think my brother has a right to know he's about to become a father?
Well?
I want to hear it again.
Will you marry me?
Yes! Oh, anytime, any place. Are you kidding? I love you so much. Where are you going?
This has to be done right.
Right, you did everything perfectly. Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue.
for your finger.
Oh, it's lovely.
You can exchange it if you want.
Are you kidding? It's perfect. It's beautiful. Oh, put it on me. Oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. It's wonderful. I love you. I love you. Oh, Tom. What?
I'm just happy. I'm happy. What can I tell you? Go on, put on something gorgeous.
Now what are you up to?
I made reservations for us at Kelly's.
Made?
Uh-huh.
Past 10?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened to the old bashful Tom Cuddy?
Oh, no.
So sure of me,
No,
huh?
no, I know what I want, and I got what I want. She's gonna marry me! You hear that, Pine Valley? She's gonna marry me!
I don't want you.
But you did once. Maybe we can recapture what we had. You remember the passion that night in the boathouse, Dixie?
Oh, yes, and I have regretted that night ever since.
That night gave us our son.
Yes, who I am going to protect no matter how many dirty, low-down little tricks you serve up.
Dixie, this is not a trick. I want to save our marriage.
We have a marriage. Get out!
I can't just set aside the vows we made, Dixie.
Vows? The only vow you made was to that baby and to get Brooke back when I'm wise to you, mister. Now, get out!
Dixie, all marriages hit snags.
Well, this one hit a brick wall.
Dixie, I, for one, am not willing to just throw this all away. Darling, you're far too important to me.
All My Children, brought to you by Milton Bradley, maker of fine games for the entire family.
The only thing that means anything to you is Adam Jr., and that's because he's a boy.
That's Sky's feminist nonsense. She's jealous of us, of the love that we share.
You know, I bet there wasn't anything wrong with her either, or Stuart for that matter. Have you noticed that almost everybody who spends any time around you at all ends up in an institution?
Dixie, I begged you not to go to Laurel Hill.
Begged me? You drove me there. You're the one who put the stuff in his bottle. You're the one who cut up his clothes. Well, I know what you're doing. Now get out of here.
Dixie.
Go away.
I know how hard it was on you all those months when we couldn't make love. But I just want you to let me make it up to you.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I'll kill you. I swear it.
Darling, if we could just make
I'm
love.
warning you.
Dixie, please, I just want to...
Next time I won't miss.
Dixie, please, come back.
Mr. Chandler.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Are you all right?
I didn't mean to subject you to that.
She seemed extremely agitated.
Am I losing perspective? I mean, that's not normal, is it?
From what I heard, you were very kind and loving, and she was...
She was irrational.
Completely.
They say I'm being unreasonably harsh, but I have to think of my son. If she were left alone with him and one of these moods struck her.
I wouldn't want to think about it.
But I have to think about it. I'm his father. It's my responsibility. That's why I asked you to listen. I know it was a terrible imposition.
It was very unpleasant.
I have no one else to turn to. And I know you're a professional. If you were asked to testify, you would, wouldn't you? I mean, if it came to that.
From what I can see, your wife shows no signs of improvement.
Let me ask you something. If it doesn't work out, and I do have to sue for custody, was the fact that she signed herself into Laurel Hill, does that have any bearing?
Oh, absolutely. I've been required to testify in these sorts of hearings before, and believe me, the impact is profound, as well it should be.
Yes. Well, I can only hope it doesn't come to that.
I wouldn't want to discourage you, Mr. Chandler, but I doubt that your desires for reconciliation will be fulfilled.
I see. Well, just tell me that I won't lose my son.
Oh, no. No, I don't think so, no. Not from what I've seen.
Thank you, Miss Bancroft. That'll be all. You've been very kind. Truly, I can't thank you enough. And thank you, Dixie, for being so cooperative.
Really, I wouldn't normally ask you this at being a school night and all, but you can bring your books and study here. You're my saving grace. That's exactly what you are. And would you bring Will, too? Great. Oh, don't tell Uncle Palmer. No, he'd just get all riled up, and it's not good for his heart. I have to go, okay? I'll see you soon. Bye.
Are you feeling better?
I feel fine.
I didn't mean to upset you. It's just been so long since I've touched you.
Well, get used to it.
Oh, you don't mean that.
Yes, I do. And as a matter of fact, Will and Laney are going to come over here to spend the night, so you don't have to try any more of your little monkey business.
That's hardly necessary.
Oh, really? Well, we'll see about that, won't we? You know, if I had been just a little less stupid and a lot less in love with you, I never would have married you in the first place.
I don't understand all this bitterness.
Oh, just stay out of my bedroom, okay? That's all I ask.
All right, I will honor your request because I love you. But if I really wanted you, an army of Coonies couldn't keep me out of there.
You just try it, mister, and I will scratch your eyes out.
These violent outbursts aren't helping you, Dixie.
Oh, just leave me alone and save the holier-than-thous.
Do you think I want to see my son's mother behind bars? If that's where you're going to end up. Unless you change your behavior, you're going to be in jail with your friend Tad.
You can't keep me in here.
You might as well save it.
Dylan? Know what's going on? Don't stop messing around. Is my case up? Am I on the docket?
Nope. But your mother is one hell of a cook.
What are you talking about? The DA told me he was going to move me to the top of the list.
Now, that's another thing you gotta learn. The DA lies. Want the good news or the bad news first?
What? Did Dixie call?
Wrong again. Actually, I can't say that. There might be a note somewhere on some secretary's desk saying, Tad, I love you.
All right, then give me the bad news.
Well, the good news
Oy.
is that this was one hell of a cookie. And your mother, unlike her son, respects the law, I couldn't find one hacksaw blade, one stick of dynamite in here. Here you go.
My PJs.
Mm-hmm.
You left me one stinking cookie?
Well, you know, considering your reputation in the squad room, I thought I'd do a little public relations for you.
But come on. Tell me, when am I going to get out of here?
I don't know.
All right, let's start simply. Just tell me, when is my hearing?
Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day.
What?
I hope Pine Valley's finest finally made a drug bust without shooting themselves in the foot.
You don't understand. I've got to get out of here.
No, I understand. I understand perfectly. What you don't understand is that the DA thinks he might be running for mayor. And a major drug conviction is going to look great in the polls, as opposed to reuniting you with your girlfriend.
So what, I got to sit in here with on my hands until the DA finishes playing with politics?
Have a cookie.
For coming to my rescue. I cannot believe that he would even try and do something like this.
It's right there. Dixie, I don't know how you stand it.
I don't know, I just gotta keep thinking of the baby now, don't I? Now, where is Will?
Well, I don't know exactly. He went to do some business with Uncle Palmer, but I brought Mr. Yu. Is that okay?
Oh, that's great. Mr. Yu, that's terrific.
All right. Okay.
Just let him try and lay a hand on you when I'm around.
I appreciate everything. I appreciate you coming over. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, good. All right, well, let's go in. My guests are here.
Yes, well, I'll leave you to them.
You are made of iron.
Well, I have to be now, don't I? Now, listen, there's two things I need you to do. The first is I need you to keep an eye on Adam Jr. Make sure nobody picks him up, takes him away. That includes Adam, Sean, or Mrs. Bancroft.
Well, what do you think, that they're going to take him away?
Oh, no, they can't. Mr. C has an injunction.
Huh. Well, I don't think that's going to stop Adam, okay? He could just get up on a plane with a baby and a bag of money and just disappear out of here.
Well, I won't let him out of my sight.
Okay, thank you. Good, okay. Now, there's another thing is I need you to keep an eye on Adam and make sure he behaves himself.
He steps out of line, he'll regret it.
Great. Okay, I don't think he'd try anything. I think he knows how I feel right now, but you never know.
Listen, don't worry. We'll take care of everything, okay?
Terrific. I don't know what I'd do without my family. I'm just going to step out for a little while just to get some air, you know?
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on Junior.
Thank you.
Say hello to Tad.
My wife will probably take the station wagon. Follow her.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that looks good.
This time of night, a bowl of cereal would make me happy.
Finding my brother would make me happy.
He obviously doesn't want to be found.
But he does deserve to know he's about to become a father, don't you think?
Isn't that usually up to the mother?
Barbara hasn't had any more luck finding him than I have.
You know, you surprise me, Counselor. The fact that Barbara is pregnant and Travis is missing doesn't necessarily add up to paternity.
I know it doesn't necessarily add up, but they were seeing.
And before you promote that rumor around town, I checked with the lady in question. She might not appreciate it.
Angie, you don't have to tell me that. I wouldn't do anything to embarrass Barbara. I'm just very concerned about Travis.
Well, he sent you a postcard.
I know that there is some... I know that there's something wrong. I can feel it. Look, I never bought this dropping out for a while business, even when he did it. And now it's just... Angie, it's been too long.
For what?
A vacation. You know Travis, you know the kind of guy he is. You put a guy like that on the beach, the first day they sort out the sand, the second day they color code the seashells. He would be back by now.
Well, knowing Travis, I suspect that he will come back when he's ready. And
If
not
he
a day
comes back
before.
at all. Look, you saw him. He wasn't himself when he left here. The sudden breakup with Barbara, walking away from his business that way, he was very, very emotional.
Wasn't that why he said he needed to get away?
Yes, but what if there was something else? Something else going on in his life that we didn't know about. Something maybe stemming from his head injury.
Yes, it is possible. And I suppose it could have been worse than he let on, maybe.
Look, Angie, I know the last thing you want to do is talk shop. But I'm very, very worried about him. I can't get it out of my head. When he said goodbye, he stopped by my office to say goodbye before he went on this vacation. The way he said it, it was like he never expected to see me ever again. Angie, if you know something, please, you've got to tell me.
Do I pass the muster?
You are the most beautiful wife and mother to be.
I love how my ring looks with my dress. I love how it looks with my shoes. In fact, I love how it looks like with everything in my closet.
You really like it.
I love this ring.
I thought it looked like you. Come on, let's go.
Wait a minute. I was
We don't have to go out.
No, I was...
What?
No, I do want to go out. It's just... I was just thinking. Maybe it's too soon, I mean, to even think about this, but... And I don't want to get all serious when we're so deliriously happy, but I was...
Yeah, well, look, what we're happy about is about as serious as it gets.
Yeah, this is true. No, I was,
So what's the matter?
Well, I mean, I was just wondering what we're going to tell Samantha, or Sam, or if it's a boy, whatever. I mean, now that we are getting married, you are going to be the daddy.
Yeah. What are we going to tell everybody else?
Everyone else can mind their own business. I don't care.
Well, in an ideal world, that's fine. But this child's going to be growing up in a small town. We have to make it as easy as possible.
So what do we do?
That depends on how much we think we can handle. Is it going to be easier to tell a lie, or is that lie going to make things more difficult in the end?
And hurt the baby. We can't lie to her.
No, we can't. So eventually, when the child is old enough to understand,
By then she'll probably love you so much it really won't make any difference, will it? We'll probably be the ones all nervous. She'll probably look up at us and say, "Fine, what's for dinner, Daddy?"
oh, you're never going to cook.
Didn't you know that's why I'm marrying you? Hmm?
What are we going to tell other people?
Well, I think a lot of other people think you already are the father, now that we're getting married.
Tom Goodhue does the right thing.
It sure feels like the right thing.
If that's what you want people to believe, it's fine with me, because I love you, and I love this child. I'm going to be raising her.
Or him.
Or him. But eventually, if we're going to tell the child the truth, the father has to know.
I don't think it's necessary.
He has to be told.
Well, he's the one that walked out.
Look, I'm not thinking of Travis. I'm thinking of this child. She goes to him with questions. She deserves a decent reception, supposing there's a medical problem.
Yeah, that's true. Well, if he shows up, I'll tell him.
We'll tell him.
You'll be there with me.
That's what this is all about.
Oh. I think we better go celebrate.
Let's do it.
All I can tell you is what you already know. Travis said that he needed to get away on a vacation.
Then why do I have the feeling that there's something more you know about my father?
Because you're worried. You need an answer. I can't give it to you.
Can't or won't?
Can't.
Do you know who can?
Travis. Do you see my waiter?
I'll get this.
No, please.
It's the least I can do for ruining the dinner.
It wasn't ruined, but thank you anyway. If you'll excuse me.
Good night, Angie.
Good night.
Doctor, if you don't know anything about my brother. Why are you so nervous?
I know it's late, but I really need to talk to you.
What's the matter, Angie? George Keating take a turn for the worse?
No, it's not about a patient. I mean, it is about a patient, but can I stop by? Are you going to be up for a while?
We'll be here.
Thank you.
Angie's coming over.
Oh? Is it George?
No, apparently not.
Well, she's been through a lot.
Nobody ever said it'd be easy.
Nobody ever said it would be this hard, either.
Hey, Dad's gonna be okay. He'll be out on bail tomorrow. We'll bring him home.
Huh. And then what? I mean, he's in love with Dixie.
And she with him.
How could they have let all of this happen?
Love is unpredictable.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if you really know someone, if you really care about him. Well, I'm not complaining, you understand, but what was that?
It's love. It's unpredictable.
I'm telling you, Bradley, you scratch the DA, you gotta wash your hands.
Excuse me,
Hey, Bradley, are you sure I can't order any food in here after 8 o'clock?
Sorry, sir.
Man, it's mayonnaise. It'll kill me, am I right?
well, yeah, they say if you leave mayonnaise out in the sun.
The sun. I love it. Bradley, tell the little lady the last time the sun found its way into this hole, huh?
Never, ma'am.
Ah, the hell with it. I'll start.
Excuse me, Sergeant Bloomberg.
Yeah, we've been introduced. Bradley, go out to the machines and get me some popcorn, peanuts, you know.
Sergeant Bloomberg said that you could help me. Mr. Dillon, my name's Dixie Cooney.
Well, why don't you just have a seat? Willis came in here with a pizza a few minutes ago. I can smell it.
I need to see Ted Martin. It's very important.
No way. He wouldn't just scarf it down just like that, would he?
His father saw him, and I need to see him, too.
Are you his father?
No.
Are you his mother?
No, but...
No buts. That's the law around here. If you got problems with that, talk to the DA. Or should I say the future mayor?
Now, he said that you could help me.
Help you. Bloomberg said I could help you. I've helped you. There's the door. That's the way out. Don't slam it.
I am not leaving until you let me see Ted Martin.
Yeah, well, then you better relax. You're going to be here for a long time.
He shouldn't be here. There's nothing wrong with him. It was just my fault. He was trying
Tell
to help
it
me.
to the judge.
I will. And then he will set him free.
Great. I love happy endings.
Then why don't you let me see him?
Because, lady, you're boring me, and I am hungry.
Well, that's just too bad. Because I am staying.
Bradley, would you kindly remove this personage from my office?
I'm not afraid of him. Or you.
Pick her up if you have to.
I'm warning you. I got a brother, and he taught me how to fight.
Shoot her if you have to, but get her out of here, and then get me something to eat.
Don't you touch me.
Bradley, I gave you a direct order.
You really want me to shoot her?
Resisting an officer in the line of duty is a shootable offense.
Okay, take it. Fine, you won't let me see him. Can I write him a note?
What do you think, Bradley? You know how to shoot her?
No, sir.
You're lucky Bradley's an old softy. Here you go.
Thank you so much. You swear you'll give it to him?
You promise me you'll leave here and I'll never see you again.
I'll leave.
Right.
Thank you so much. You're a gentleman after all.
You didn't hear that. You're ruining my reputation. Go out and get me that pizza, will you?
I really appreciate this.
Yeah, don't mention it. If it's got anchovies on it, just pick them off.
You know, this is such a shame, you know. It would be so much more effective in person.
What would?
Me, I could tell him all this in person.
You two deserve each other.
So you let me see him?
No.
Come on, please. I'm begging
Do
you.
you mind? Bradley, will you go out and get that pizza before I starve to death? What did you say your name was?
Dixie. Dixie Cooney.
Dixie Cooney. Dixie Cooney?
Chandler.
Well, which is it?
Dixie Cooney Chandler.
You're not
You're not Adam Chandler's wife, are you?
For the time being, yes.
So, what does that make you, Martin's sister?
No, sir.
You better not be his wife. Pine Valley frowns on bigamy, you know.
No, sir, no, we're just friends. We're really good friends.
You're his girlfriend.
No, I wouldn't call it that.
Yeah, well, what would you call it?
Okay, Mr. Dillon, sir,
Yes?
we love each other.
Young lady, are you aware that Mr. Martin recently tried to escape?
Ted?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't hurt him, did he?
No, he's all right. He's fine.
Okay, good, because he's real impatient, but he's got it.
The reason
but
he
doesn't
tried
mean
to
hurt
escape was
anybody.
because he was trying to get to you.
I knew it. This way, you gotta let me see him. You gotta let me see him so I can let him know that I'm okay.
Have you just left your husband?
I don't see how that's any business of yours.
Ma'am, the way I look at it, this whole thing is not going to cool off until you cool off. Now, if I go and take you into that jail cell, our hero is going to try to jump ship again.
No, that's not true, because I tell him not to.
All right. You can write him the note, but beyond that, you got to leave.
Mr. Dillon, sir, I hate to tell this to you. I didn't want to have to say this, but we have a baby.
Oh.
And it's like we're husband and wife, and we love each other so much I couldn't bear it if I didn't see him.
Hey, my pizza.
Correction, my pizza.
Bradley, you're failing me.
Whoa, you ain't going anywhere without that blue 240.
What?
Standard procedure in a search and seizure. You know, Berniker's fit to kill. You forgot to file it. You're not leaving this building until it's done.
Now I remember why I hated being a cop. Too much paper and too much hunger.
Who's she?
She's leaving.
Wait a minute. You said I could write a note.
Time's up. You're out of here.
It's not fair.
Get out of here. Oh, make my day. Betty wants it in triplicate, right?
Mm-hmm.
You get that pizza out of my face.
Listen, I made a batch of cookies to take to Tad. I think there may be some left. That is, if Joey didn't find out where I hid them.
Oh, this is fine, really.
Well, I'll be upstairs if you need me.
So?
I ran into Jack Montgomery.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so helpless. Jack is worried about Travis, and he is pumping me for information.
Why?
I don't know. I think it started as a hunch, but I'm a terrible liar. And now I'm sure that he suspects something. You know, I am really angry at Travis for putting me in this position.
What position?
Of knowing and not being able to do anything.
Angie, I thought Travis made it quite clear. He doesn't want anybody to do anything.
But that was before. Something has happened that could change his life. Now, medical ethics are supposed to promote the greatest good, right?
Right. And there are standards in place because we can't always know what that is.
But if you did know, or at least you were reasonably sure that the person would really want to know.
Travis made a choice.
But the situation has changed.
I gather we're talking about Barbara now.
Cliff told you.
No, but I do have eyes.
They have sworn me to silence. What do I do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
They have both made it quite clear what it is they want.
I'm seeing him next week.
It's not your decision, Angie. You can't know what's best for Barbara, or Travis, or even the baby.
But if they would just talk to each other.
I know, I agree with you. But it's not up to you to mend that relationship. Besides, all you'd get for your efforts is a lot of resentment.
Why didn't I become a plumber, or a truck driver, or a hairdresser?
Well, nobody's life is that simple. Least of all hairdressers. Think of all the secrets they have to keep.
Oh, what would I do without you?
That's it. That's it.
Going somewhere?
Nope, I'm not I. You. Out.
I'm here at Dixie's request.
If she wants to bring her whole family in here, that's one thing, but I draw the line at unwanted, unwelcome hired help.
That's Mr. Unwanted, Unwelcome Hired Help to you.
Well, whatever. You're not welcome.
Maybe, but I'm not leaving.
Look, my sister wants him here. So, that means that he's staying. And so am I. And if we find out that you have done anything to
he's
hurt my
done
sister...
plenty. I'm sure you're aware that your Uncle Palmer is fixated on the idea that I've been somehow unkind to your sister.
Somehow unkind? Throwing her in a mental institution when she's perfectly okay?
She signed herself into that medical institution because she needs help.
Tying her down? Pumping her full of drugs?
Dr. Snow followed accepted medical practices.
Except, of course, he's left the country.
So, your irrational doubts will have to go unproven, won't they? Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm expecting an important call. Would you hold for just a moment, please? Yes, sorry. Yes, the Duchess of Stratford. You patch her through. Irene. You naughty girl. I didn't know London stayed open this late. Gambling. Oh, well, are you and the Duke still solvent? Darling, I am always solvent. Which brings us to the point of this call. It's about that deal we discussed. I'm very interested. The opportunity I've been waiting for. It solved all my problems. You'll be in Pine Valley tomorrow. Wonderful. We'll have dinner, and we'll discuss it. All the details. Yes, we'll talk price. Until then, safe trip. Goodbye. Fully for me.
Well, it took me long enough, but it finally dawns on me. Pine Valley Bank, right?
Vice President.
Well, my.
And you are?
Jackson Montgomery, humble attorney. I'm your servant. Okay, it's your turn, or do I have to call the bank?
Rachel Street.
Oh, nice to meet you, Rachel.
So is all this interest financial or personal?
Well, maybe a little bit of both. So allow me to sit down. I'll explain.
Oh, please.
Thank you.
Your friend left?
Yes.
So, how can I help you financially?
Well, actually, I'm looking for my brother.
Well, I'm a banker, not a private eye.
Well, a banker's exactly what I need. You see, you happen to be the banker that's holding on to his money.
Oh, well, a brilliant man, your brother.
Yes, indeed he is. I figure since you have all his money, you probably know where he is.
Well, I don't handle personal accounts.
Well, yes, I know a vice president wouldn't do that, but you could grant me access to his cancelled checks, money orders, charge receipts, stuff like that. That way I can find out where in the world my brother is. Maybe even what hotel he's staying.
Well, even humble attorneys know that that's illegal.
Yes, of course. Rachel, it's very important. It has to do with helping try to keep his family together.
Well, then I'm sure you'll bring me a court order.
Yeah, well, that's easier said than done, as I'm sure you know.
Oh, I know there's a lady judge somewhere who'll be sympathetic to your sad story. Good night, Mr. Montgomery.
Good night, Miss Street. It was a pleasure to meet you.
He wants a blue 240. I'll give him a blue 240. You know, the one way to stop criminals, no matter what the crime, whether they steal a necklace or what, just give them 3 forms to fill out. That. What are you doing here? Bloomberg, I told you to get out of here.
Sergeant Bloomberg said it was okay for me to return for my jacket.
Oh, boy, you are one piece of work, lady.
Besides, Sergeant Bloomberg wanted you to have your dinner.
Dinner?
Yes, it's nice and hot. A man in your position needs a good hot meal.
Man, have you got any idea what the penalty is for bribing an officer of the law?
Well, I almost got shot for holding on to a chair. Can't be much worse than that. Don't you want to know what I bought you?
Let me guess. I bet it's a hamburger that's been sitting under a warming light for 3 hours, cold French fries, and a warm Coke.
Piping hot, crisp crispy, deluxe, golden brown chicken fingers. Made fresh.
You don't play fair, do you?
Life isn't fair. Help yourself.
Oh. Oh. You want some?
No, it's okay. You go right ahead. You know, they really ought to have a cafeteria or something like that for you officers, you know? I mean, you can't be expected to think on an empty stomach.
Ma'am, I really appreciate the chow and all, but I still can't let you see your boyfriend. Waterworks. I should have known it.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I've just been waiting to hear it, too.
I know I said that I needed to see Ted to tell him that I'm okay, but I'm not okay. That's why I gotta see him.
Whoa. You lost me.
Adam.
Yeah.
Is trying to take my baby.
Baby. No, wait, I thought it was Tad's baby.
Well, it is kind of Tad's baby in my heart because, well, it's got Adam's genes, but the day that Tad told everybody that he was the father and that to leave me alone, I just said, that's Tad's baby. You know, love made it his.
Yeah. Wait a second. His genes and then...
Well, I was probably already in love with him from the chicken fingers, you know. He's taken care of me from day one. He was me and Junior.
Junior? Junior, that's the baby.
That's right, yes. Yes, he knew that I love that baby more than anything, and he had to take care of me, and that's why he made me eat those chicken fingers.
These chicken fingers?
Yes, those chicken fingers. He knew I loved him because I visited him in the hospital, and I stayed with him all night, and I cried because I loved him so much.
Well, you love each other, so what's the problem?
That's right, and the problem is that I need him. I need to see him. Adam is being so mean to me.
Whoa. Bradley, file these.
Sir?
Now. And take the long way back. Miss, I've got something to say to you. And you better listen to this.
What about the second weekend in November?
Isn't that cutting it just a little bit close?
Well, this looks like a party here. What are we celebrating? I'm sorry, am I interrupting?
No. Why don't you sit down, Jim?
Well, maybe just for a minute. So, what's the big occasion? You taking the Gym National, gonna franchise it? Get a lawyer to run the deal?
Barbara and I are going to be married, Jack.
Be happy for us, Jack.
Well, of course I'm happy for you, Barbara. Well, that's some ring, isn't it? Congratulations, Tom.
Thank you.
So when's the big day?
We're just discussing it right now. Has to be soon.
Yeah.
Our baby's due second week in November.
Our baby?
Yes, ours.
Well, I see. Good luck to you. Excuse me.
Tom, it's all right. You knew you were going to be the toughest. No, please, Tom.
Look, that is our baby she's carrying. That's the way she wants it, and it's what I want. You got a problem with that?
No, it's not my problem, Tom.
Nobody is going to ruin this for her. You understand? Not you, and not the rest of your family.
It's funny, you know, you don't really look like the sort of guy to carry a handkerchief.
Just habit.
Well, you must have had a proper mama, that's all I can say.
Yeah, she was okay. Look, it's not gonna make a difference. I gotta tell you, you can rant and rave all you want, but you can tell love stories till you're blue in the face, but it's not gonna make any difference.
Jeez, don't you believe in love?
I believe in men and women. And that's not love. All this covering it up with wedding bands, PTA meetings, mortgages. It's just making a trap out of a lie.
Geez, somebody hurt you bad.
No, man. I am the way I am because there was this woman who knew me better than I know myself, and she taught me. And I am grateful. Every day I wake up, I am grateful to her.
Who is she?
Mary Grace Haverstraw. She had this beautiful red hair. I loved the way it smelled.
You in love with her?
Well, we spent a lot of time in the back seat of my rock-top deuce and a quarter, but I wouldn't call it love.
Well, what happened?
She fell in love with the football captain.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, they got married, and well, they got 6 kids in a 5-room house, and he drives a school bus for a living.
Well, is she happy?
Would you be?
Absolutely, with the right guy.
I am not the right guy, and I thank my lucky stars every day.
And that's why you won't let me see Tad. Because you don't believe in love.
No. I just want you to know, in case I cave into you, it's not on account of all this romantic slop about chicken fingers.
Oh, Mr. Dillon, thank you so much.
It's just because I hate red tape. I hate it. You got that clear?
Yeah, that's crystal clear. You hate red tape. Got it.
All right. Let's go.
All right. Kowalski gets the pass. Come up course. Fakes once, fakes twice. Pivot. The shot. Yes! Yes! The crowd goes crazy. Thank you, John. How the hell did you get in here?
I'm an idiot, that's how. Now, not a word about this visit to anybody, you understand?
I understand. I won't tell a soul, I promise.
All right. 10 minutes. And keep it clean.
How did you manage this?
Chicken fingers. They're my good luck. You're my good luck.
You know, we gotta stop meeting behind bars like this. People start talking.
Tomorrow at 10, 9 Central, Melissa and Ellen sign up at a video dating service in their quest for Mr. Right on 30-something. On One Life to Live, Gabrielle's world is shattered.
Now you are reaping your own just rewards, aren't you?
You will always be Al's mother.
The first thing I'm going to do is to get you out of this hellhole.
One Life to Live, weekdays.